this need to action and to move forward and to align to your true essence, even though this sounds like wishy-washy, actually it's literally it. It is aligning to the fullness of who we are and we come to. And
it's not even wishy-washy though,
no,
because
it's not for
it comes
me.
so
It's
natural
it's
for
exactly it's
us,
definitely not for me, but I can see it in people, that it's still very hard for them. I'm not talking about myself. I at this time I'm talking about others, and not from
Yeah.
the call per se, for other people that I've been around and I've been connected with, and this lack of understanding that we are here to do the best we can.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if we are constantly judging ourselves because it's just we are not accepting that this is who we are.
That's the point.
Exactly, right?
That's the point. We are who we are. That's it. There's
Yeah,
no judgment.
there cannot be, right?
No, no. So
Exactly.
that's why it's so natural to me. Just talking like it's not like oh we're so spiritual. We have to talk like this or having all those crystals or incense or not. But everyday life, we just chat. That's coming more and more. We're just sharing ourselves as who we are. We're not pretending to be somebody else anymore.
Exactly.
Mm.
Anyways, in my journey, all those incense crystals and everything had been a tool for me to
Mm.
get where I am today.
Yeah.
Without all those things, in my experience, only mine, I'm not talking about everyone else, only mine, I know how it helped,
Mm.
because as it's hard sometimes, for people like me that we feel a lot whatever is out there, we tend to trust what is outside of us, right?
Mm.
And trusting those tools was a way of coming back to me and trusting myself while I was using them, right?
Yeah. So
Until the
two is there, but you are actually two is yourself now.
yes, you
You
know what?
don't need those medium to go through because you got direct connection. So you become that tool.
Yes,
I think that's embodiment.
yes.
Yeah.
I want to share with you something because I know you won't remember, and this is fascinating for me. Once we were in a session and you said to me, you will you will I was talking about, oh, I do sound healing, and I do, I move with the frequency of 432, which I still do and I will continue doing because I know how much it helps. um and you said someday you will just be moving that with your hands without playing. And life is taking me to that step where
And you
I can see and feel and change when I'm moving things, right? It's like another aspect of the healing side that keeps opening, right? And the this is for me why I always said you need to channel. You are a channeler. You come to bring messages that you will completely forget and assist people on their path in a way that they might not even comprehend when you say it.
yeah.
It's
But will come back to you when you are ready to hear that message.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
So thank
spreading the
you.
seeds, just the planting a seed, and when you are ready, your soil is matured, then that's when you
Yeah.
blossom. And you don't need the tools because you are the tool. Skip that ABC part.
Yes.
That's what it comes with the trust, or you have to trust yourself.
Yes.
Because you
Yes.
trust the crystal, you trust your, other things you work with.
Always.
Why
Yes.
don't you trust yourself?
I am now.
Mm.
It took me a long time. A long time. I was yet very fragile with
Mm.
myself, and that's why um, it was comfortable staying there until
Mm.
it stopped being comfortable.
I'm basically lazy one, so I rather just go straight to it. It's like I don't want to muck around. I just get to it.
Yeah.
So healing done. You don't have to set up this. When your thoughts align with your energy, everything done. That's it. No question.
Yes.
Mm.
Beautiful. And I saw your video the other day where you were talking about how your body shifted once you aligned to that understanding, and I'm not sure if the word was commanded your body, or would you mind sharing a little bit of that, and what is it that you really did?
Yeah. So that day, I just decided this is it. I'm in charge, and I declared myself. I don't have injury anymore. Like if you're suffering with a health issue, you can say to yourself, my body knows the best. I don't carry any more sickness, or attach that sickness label
Mm.
to it. Then all of a sudden that doesn't exist anymore. Because you're letting your body or intelligence of inside would do what it has to do. So our as human not controlling it.
Do you think that everyone can do that?
I think, yeah, I'm sure everybody can do it. But problem is when the energy doesn't match with your intention, then things start to, it doesn't
Stuck.
go that well. So
Yes.
when your energy is backed up with your intention, or other way around,
The
yeah, your
intention with,
intention and energy is matching, that's when you see the miracles,
yes. And
instant
how
healing.
how would you share a way for those who maybe will see this, to try ways to ignite that balance and connection?
Oh, that's a trusting yourself, right? Once any bits of a doubt comes in, then your energy will drop. I experienced that myself too. So a few days, I was feeling so great. My shoulder was behaving very well. Then all of a sudden, like I start to feel like, oh, it's a bit niggly. Then that's a doubt kicks in. And sure enough, right, I start to have that issue. So I need to bring myself up again
Yeah.
to that level. So it's interesting. I experimenting myself too,
It's
and
like
I want to show it.
it would be like a mind training.
Mm-hmm. Mind power. That's something I know I connected to the Alpha Centauri heritage. You know the star system.
Yes, I do what
Yeah,
you mean. I
they
do
are
know
the
what you mean.
mind power.
Ah, I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, their specialty is the mind power, and I know I have it. So
The Alpha
I'm
Centauri, in
using
which
it.
constellation is it? Do you
Alpha
know?
Centauri is don't ask me,
I have
but
to
I
check.
have the very strong connection.
Okay.
Mm.
And what's your experience with that connection?
I just know I had a lifetime there,
Okay.
and I can use their heritage, or the mind power bring to here.
And so the mind power would be the will of ourself to focus onto that mindset. Would that
Oh,
be
yeah.
right?
So to focus, as well as we not gonna be limiting ourselves in this human knowledge. We can go beyond what we know.
It's a Centaurus constellation. I'm researching while we talk. My apologies.
It's okay.
I will
It's
look
not
into that more.
constellation, it's more star system, Alpha Centauri. They're the A and B. It's there, up there. We can see it. But all those things are
Yes.
coming back to you, your memory, your
Yes.
past life or lifetime you had beyond this human form,
Yes.
right? Because I know I was once amphibian, like a
I
frog or lizard.
I see.
Yeah, I know. That's why I believe I can regrow my skin and limbs and something
Yes, I know
cut off,
what you mean.
but
Yes.
I can regrow it. So I'm bringing that part of myself to heal.
To heal your shoulder.
Yeah. So every day I get into the space, I'm using what I know already to create the miracle. I know it's there. And then it's not miracle anymore
It's a
because this is
fact.
just the everyday thing.
Yeah. Do you have you experimented or experienced beyond the physical side of things anything else with your connection with Alpha Centauri?
So when I have the astral travel, that's when I get like everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I go through the gate, like a wormhole hole travel.
Okay.
I can have that physical sensation. I'm actually going through this thing and traveling around.
And where do you go?
I don't know. It doesn't. Its destination is not the important part for me. It's experience of going.
Okay. Have you ever done astral travel where you actually set an intention to go specifically somewhere?
No,
No? It doesn't
no,
interest you?
not really,
Okay.
not really. But it's funny thing when I'm talking about a place, I know I already been there, so I don't really need to go there. I experienced it. Like when I'm planning a trip.
Yes.
I want to go to somewhere, but just thinking about it, my energy is already visiting there.
Are you talking about something within the world, physical world, this
Yeah,
world, or are you talking
physical
about
world.
stars?
At the moment, it's a physical world, but I think I can go beyond it. So when you think about it, you're already visiting. That's when you know you have a multi-dimensional experience because you are there everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You're just tapping yourself in to that spot. and you experiencing that. You're connecting to other you in a different dimension.
There is this channeler that channels, I don't remember his name, but I remember the entity that he connects with. His name is Vashar. And he talks,
Vashar.
he talks about that we are shifting our dimension, our timeline constantly. Like he would, when he's talking, he would say, and now, and now, and now, and you're changing it. Therefore, you can connect with that and bring that for your own self and being. And that's exactly what you're trying to say right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we exist everywhere. But our focus is in this earth dimension at the moment, right?
Yes.
Because you feel very real. But what if other part of yourself somewhere else is more real than this one? So you can connect to that anytime you want to. That comes with the mind power too. So you have to really need to focus, shifting it around. And that can, because if you're experiencing here, the other party's experience, we have the connection. You can create that connection already, and then you have that experience, whatever that one experiencing. Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes. It's as if someone is eating one part of that part of me is eating an apple somewhere, and I'm actually here tasting that apple.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels that
that's a good one.
As real as that.
So you can do that. You just have to know you can do that.
I am practicing silently many times during, not every day, but lately quite often, as there are certain things that I want to, I know that are already there, and I want them here now. So I'm working with that in bringing those things, or aligning myself to meet that.
Yeah, that comes with a vibrational resonance.
Yes.
You have to vibrate a certain frequency, so that reality is your reality.
Yes.
It have to match.
Yeah.
But what makes it difficult, or seems difficult for the people on this planet, we decide we cannot do that. That means we're lowering ourselves. But what if we know we can do it? We raise ourselves, then we can meet with our counterpart over there. Easy, because they are there. They want to connect too, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And what is your perspective or understanding towards dimensions, realms? Even we just discussed that, well, we experience them, and we are one, therefore we experience what is out there. Though if we start talking about the higher realms, such as angels, other types of beings, what is your understanding of that? Like some talk about the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So
we don't have those layers, though, don't we? We're not supposed to have those layers. It's just a different frequency.
Yes.
It's not like a building, first floor, second floor, third floor. That it's always everything is together. It's just vibrating a different part. So I don't think you can be just on a third dimension, fourth dimension, because it's a blend of everything. What dominating could be the third dimensional energy. But there's always an element of fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Does it make sense?
Yes, to me it does. but
Think
not
like
sure
if
about
you
everyone
are
else.
mixing the colors, if you put red, too much red, become red, but there is another color in it.
And you would feel like, and this is the part that I love about those who can see beyond. Everything is kind of within this experience, and we need, in order to perceive it, there are certain things that our physical body need to transition so that we can actually feel that.
Do we have to?
Well, for me, it has been like literally, I could feel or see things, and then there was one wave that came and knocked me down because of how I experienced it, and it was quite intense. And it's not that everyone at all times can do that and see it and feel it. It is depending on our consciousness. It is depending on again, our physical body, if it's aligned vibration. Like again, we go back to the same thing. It's depending on how you are vibrating. Therefore, you can see that or you cannot. You can feel it or not.
Yeah.
So, and when I say physical body, it's just that if you would have, I don't know, I remember, and it came just now, I remember I was in Bali, and suddenly I stood up. I was with my little daughter, and I could feel something had shifted, and I did not understand what it was. And then the earthquake came.
Ooh.
And I already knew that something was happening, but I did not know what was. And back then it was the beginning of my time in Bali. Though I think that if we really choose to, it's just the intention, we can connect to those things from at all times. We just need to decide, right, that it's part of us.
Yeah. Just open our eyes, open our mind. Don't stay in this what we think we know.
Yeah. What we think is real.
What real?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing is real. That's why we can make everything real.
We are our own creators.
Yeah. That's the beautiful part. Nothing is real, which means we have all access to everything. It's just imagination, right?
Yes.
And if we can imagine, that means it's existing somewhere. We're tapping in somewhere. So have to be playful. Not people just too serious. Yes. You know, just curious and just start asking, what if we can do this? Little kids always doing it.
We were talking about that today. We were talking about that today, being just playful and bringing fun into the things that we are doing constantly. It is a big
fun, joy is higher vibration.
Yes.
So we start being serious and start analyzing, or you start controlling, planning and everything, then that would drop. So forget about that. We just have a play, see what happens. Then things start to appear in front of you. That becomes the reality.
I love that. Yes. And that's how I've been living for a while now.
Good. I caught you. Not trying.
Yeah, I stopped myself. It's coming from everywhere, from every angle. There is no try anymore. It's just doing.
Yep. Awesome.
I love that. Okay. So February is coming to an end very soon, right? Things have ignited and they are in motion. At least that's how I feel it and I see it. Um, what is next?
There is no next, right?
Okay. It's just
February.
now.
Is it gonna finish? What's February?
Okay.
It's a time, linear time.
So it's the continuation, constant from now on, or yeah, of this beautiful seed that we plant in each action.
Yeah. So don't think like, oh, we missed that, like, full moon, oh, we missed that one. No, it's not. It's all continuing. That moment is always there with us. So once you experience something, it stays with you, like every
Yes.
Akashic record, right? You can always tap into that energy. So beautiful February energy, you can carry on because what February? Whoever decided to call this moment February, it's just a name human decided to call that way, but it's just a continuation of a now moment, the next, next. So you can carry that now, fabulous now moment to the next moment, next moment, next moment. So what's next? We don't know because we only know now. We're
What
chatting.
is perfect? That is perfect. I like that. I knew that. It was good to be reminded.
So that's happening too. Lots of people know it.
Yeah, don't leave from it. We just had the same conversation this morning. We know, though when do you leave it? It's not about here, right? It's about here, experiencing it.
Yeah. So people say, oh, I knew it. But then why do you ask other people
about
for confirmation? You don't need a confirmation. You have that already. Of course, it's nice to get confirmation, but you got to go in and feel your own confirmation. This is it. You don't need somebody else or outside source to say, yeah, you're right. We're not sitting an exam. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. I've been having to make a decision for quite some time now in regards to something, and I went for external confirmation, and then I realized, and when I say external confirmation, I mean again astrology, tarot, divination, right? Because I love that. I thrived through that for many, many years. And now I still love it and I still love the people that do it, don't get me wrong. And I know that it has an influence at a certain level. Though I believe now is a tool that is limiting me. It feels limiting. It feels restricting the potential of what it can really be.
Yeah.
And the moment that we have, let's call it a negative or a lower frequency answer towards some potential experience that we wanted to go through, it literally stops the way that could have been actually successful, because there is a reason for having that experience, right? Even if it doesn't come in the way that we want. And a friend of mine the other day came and said, "Oh, are these tarot cards? Are you going to read me the tarot?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I know already how successful you are. I know already exactly what you're capable of, and you are the creator. The last thing I'm going to do is read to you a card that brings a potential that might not exist unless you put your mind to it."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Makes more sense to me now, looking at it from that way. Yeah.
Because you can create other person's opinion influence your life. But who you trust more, yourself or somebody else? Even tarot card.
Well, before I would have said somebody else. Sad but true. You know, a lot of people live from there, and I lived from there so many times.
But also sometimes somebody else is, because we all connected, they'll bring a message. You hear the message through them.
It's different. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. Like one thing is answering, like going somewhere and saying, "I'm going to buy this book. Should I buy this book?" And then someone else tells me, "Yes, you should buy it. No, you should not buy it." That's what I'm trying to put it to. I'm not talking about what I explained at the beginning with when we connected and you told me someday you will move the energy and the frequency with your hands. You won't need that. It's different. It's as you said, one thing is a message and another thing is a decision. Who do you trust to make a decision? Someone external or yourself? Yeah. There is a distinction for me, at least.
But still people choose to ask other people's opinion and then keep seeking the answers you already know.
Yes.
You go to this person, and they're not giving me the answer I want to hear. And you go to this person, no, they're still not telling me what I want to hear. And then another person. It's like, but you know your answer already.
Yeah.
Why do you keep looking other people to give you the answer you already know here?
It's the beauty. It just reminded me my daughter. Sometimes I say, "Okay, do you want this one or this one?" And then she starts doing the game, right? And saying, or this one or that one with the song. And then it comes to A. And she goes back inside and she says, "B, why do you do the game?" It's playful, right? I let her do it. The truth is that she already knew what she wanted.
Yeah. And then you're doing something and you start to doubt yourself.
Yes.
Initial answer, you had it already, but now you're hearing other options. And you start to like, oh, I'm not quite sure now. And then you start asking more questions. Yeah. So direct connection is more powerful than like a Chinese whisper.
It is the truth is that it's the only connection that we should ignite and maintain and support and hold in my case, I do need to do a practice daily. I wake up in the mornings, I go outside, I look at the sunrise, and for me, it's a way of, and I do my practice, and I I love the feeling. I think that that's why I do it.
Yeah. Do you actually enjoying it?
Yes, exactly.
It's not a
And
chore. You have
no,
to sit there 30 minutes non-stop every day. No, then that's not fun, but you want to do it
yes,
because it makes you feel so good. Then you're connecting.
100%. Yes.
Mm.
It's
So our
it's
feeling is guidance, right?
yes. And it's a feeling, not an emotion. It's a
No.
feeling.
Mm. It's a difference between emotion and feelings.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. You're doing great.
Ah, thank you.
We're all doing great, right? It's a
We
fun
are.
time. It's such an exciting time.
It is.
So it's like a muscle memory. More we do it, more we express ourselves, stronger it gets. And the universe will just gonna push you more and more.
Yes. There are
You feel
things
that,
that
right?
I feel it, and I know it, and I know I don't know it from here, is that there are confirmations through through days that pass, and things just manifest, open,
Mm.
and it's guiding, right? Again, as last time when we talked, those messages and those understandings, and um, giving the time for myself, to, when I know, for example, in my case, my body has been through so much that I do choose constantly to do a clearing and work with it. So giving the time for that, and spacing things in a way that it feels fulfilling rather than a chore.
Mm.
It's what changes the way you live.
Mm.
I am igniting slightly more fun towards it. That's kind of an intention that I have, as
Mhm.
I tend to be very serious. Doesn't look like it,
Mm.
but I do.
Most people on this planet, they are, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Mm. Well, we're here, so might as well have fun.
Exactly.
Mm.